Don't forget what God just showed you. Let me explain. So I'm sitting in my room looking at old photos, old memories. I mean, like listening to old music that I used to listen to. And I just started to feel funny. I started to want to do things that I used to do. And I'm not saying like these things aren't necessarily bad things. And eventually I'll share my story and explain what these things are specifically. But I just wanted to go back to doing things that I used to do when I was younger. Thought about some of the people I used to be around when I was younger. And then I remembered what God had showed me like about 2 weeks ago. And I will make sure that it'll be linked in my bio. I actually made a YouTube video about it because I got so convicted. And he talked to me about the spirit of regression and how the goal of the spirit of regression is to get you to go back to who you were, an old state of yourself, so that you can't reach the purpose and plan that God has for you, so that you won't progress. And so I'm sitting here thinking about all this old stuff. And then God just reminded me, remember what I showed you about regression? And I was like, oh my gosh. So I had this like, wow moment, because I was starting to feel kind of like how I used to feel, act how I used to act. And I was so tired of it. And I was like wondering like, okay, maybe this is why you said this. And maybe this is why you said that. And maybe I misunderstood this. No. Don't forget what God showed you. So as I'm learning this, I wanted to also come in here and just say, if you were doubting or considering going back to an old version of yourself, or seeing yourself regress progressively and not knowing what's happening, it may be best to maybe just stop listening to that music you used to listen to. It may be best to take a break from looking at those old photos, just for now. I'm not saying you can never look at them, but just be led. And it also may be best to stop encouraging yourself to do those behaviors by entertaining them and just saying that it's for a little bit. Like, you can't do that. Your purpose, God's purpose, the reason why he created you is too important for you to mess it up, because you're choosing to regress to make you feel better when it really just makes you feel worse. So yeah, there's new mercies every morning. So I'm not saying that your life's over. That's not it. But I am saying that take it seriously. And I'm talking to myself right now. Like, I hope I'm talking to somebody, but if anything, I'm talking to myself. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friend.